What's up, everyone? My name is Doreen. You're welcome to this video. This is one of the guest segment videos. I'm here with my friend Catherine. If you watched the video of how I joined Girls for Girls, how I've benefited, I mentioned that my friend invited me to Girls for Girls, and here she is. Kathy, you're so welcome. You look lovely. Yes,
Thank you, Doreen.
So we're going to have a conversation about mentorship and all things mentorship generally. So first and foremost, we are going to start with an icebreaker. What would be the most surprising scientific discovery imaginable?
Hi, Doreen. Thank you so much for having me. That icebreaker, I thought about it since the day you sent me the questions, and I'm thinking, what? Obviously, it would be good if we could live forever.
Yeah.
But the challenge that comes with living forever is that then we don't have much to work towards because there's no timeline. So we lose the purpose. We know that we're going to live here for millions of years. So, why bother with certain things?
Yeah.
So purpose is lost in that. So then I thought about, how about if at birth, the moment they just disconnect you from your mom, that umbilical cord, what if immediately that act is done, you walk into your purpose?
Okay.
So from childhood, you're not going to go, you're not going to first go through so many angles to find your purpose. Our 30s, we have friends in our 40s, 50s still asking why am I here? Is this really worth it? Is the job I'm doing the one that's going to fulfill me? So I think it would be amazing. It would be amazing.
Wow. That's really amazing, actually, because that's one of the things that people grow up looking for. Like at 40, at 50, at 60, someone is still asking themselves, what is my purpose? Have I really lived to what God created me to do? So that would actually be a very surprising and well thought after discovery. So tell us about yourself. Tell us more about yourself. Would like to know more about this beautiful, smiley girl.
Thank you, Doreen. My name is Catherine Namara. I like to say that I'm a child of God, really, as in at the end of everything. Everything that I am, everything that I've become, everything I'm yet to become is really because of the grace of God in my life. But for my day job, I'm an electrical engineer working in a telecommunications company as a project manager for business intelligence. And then my most fulfilling work, I should say, is empowering women to thrive and fulfill their purpose in life through mentorship. That's with Project Girls for Girls. And it's given me so much opportunity to even discover who I am really, to know that I alone cannot change the world. But if I have this whole group of ladies inspired, we can inspire more and reach the ends of the world. And I usually get that question of, what about the boys? And I'm thinking, okay, if we empower these girls and then they become mothers, then they will know so much better than what our parents knew. So it becomes a ripple effect, really, not just for the girls, but for the boys as well. The boys we're going to raise as well. So yes, but most especially over the weekend when I'm relaxed and just chilling, I love to cook, I love to explore, I love to travel. It's just one of those things. It doesn't matter how much money is in my pocket. If I purpose to go somewhere, I try to ensure that I go somewhere. So it's not about, waiting for that 100 million check. It's about, okay, what plans do I have for this year? Where do I want to go?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of COVID, we are restricted, but it's good to explore out of our usual zones. Just, even a drive out of Kampala, drive out of Wakiso, just to see what's out there. It's really amazing. The world is so beautiful. The world is so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I have learned, because we are friends, I think I knew most of the things about you. Yeah, and the travel bit, I think you inspired me to travel to, I think the last trip I did to Cape Town, it was inspired by your trip to Dubai with the girls. I was like, okay, I don't have to, I started saving. I was like, I also must go because I also love travel. And other than that, you've inspired me so much in so many ways. The mentorship, I remember I joined Girls for Girls because of you. You came, you talked about everything that you're benefiting from the program. Okay, of course, I could also see the transformation that was happening, and I really wanted to be part of that. Yeah, so we are going to talk more about mentorship. You had hinted on it. We are going to talk more about it. What is mentorship really? Like if someone asked you, what is mentorship? What is coaching? What is the other thing? I remember there are three things: is mentorship, coaching, and okay, we shall remember along the way. Yes. So what is mentorship really, and do we really need it? Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Doreen. Coming from a science background, and in an environment that kind of celebrated success and downplayed failures, we never really had to learn from the failures. You just knew you had to be at the top, at the top, at the top.
Okay.
But we did not know that what worked in the past in school, primary school, secondary school, university, will not work in our careers, in our workplaces. The dynamics are so different. There is a sort of head teacher, there's a sort of, chemistry teacher looking out for you in terms of a supervisor, a manager. But that push of you have to read, and when you read, you pass the exam, and then you'll be top of the class. It's completely different. It's not the people who work hardest in these places that actually earn the most, and they are not, unfortunately, they may not even be the ones promoted.
Yeah.
It's the networks. It is the way you speak about your work, the way you present yourself. If you sit in a corner and keep quiet and do all the hard things, and let's say like we come from an environment of telecoms, the network is 100% up all the time. There are no drops, there are no etc, there's no buffering, but no one knows who is behind all that.
Yeah.
You're doing nothing. You are doing nothing. When it comes to promotion, because I did not send that email, because I did not talk about my work, I did not attend the staff parties, I did not network with the other sections, I do not have someone in the boardroom to talk about me or to forward my name in case an opportunity comes up, then I'm going to be stuck in that place. Now, that is where mentorship comes in.
Okay.
Now, with mentorship, you're going to be inspired. Someone is going to tell you their story, and through their story, you're going to pick up different points, different pointers that relate to you. For instance, if you're talking about negotiation and this lady comes and tells you, by the way, I was stuck in this area, but then I realized you have to know, it's not a win-win all the time. You can compromise, but you know that you cannot go below this. But at the end of the day, you have to have that voice. You have to negotiate. But remember, you come from a place where when they told you, Doreen, we're going to give you 700,000, you feared to question that, knowing that the work is going to be complicated and knowing that other people at your level are getting 2 million. But because you are afraid to even suggest that you're not happy about the salary, you accept it and you go with it. Now, that is where mentorship comes in. You hear this story and you're inspired to make a change. You are inspired. And the mentors do not even have to be experts in this field. All she has to do is to inspire you, to push you. Doreen, how far have you gone? Please do this, read up this book, attend this webinar, do this, do this. She does not necessarily have to be in your line of work. Well and good if she is, but her job is to inspire you to be better, to give you all these examples, to open up your mind to possibilities. Now, on the other hand, we have the coaches. Now, the coaches have actually studied, they've gone to school to know that from A to B to C, this is what you're supposed to do. And it's more of an academic kind of process. So she's good at what she does. She has studied about it. Now, when you come to her, she knows, given this problem that Catherine has, I think she's lacking maybe in leadership. She does not know how to work well in the team. I'm inspired to be a manager and probably I get there. But when I get there, I am stuck. I feel like people are not following. So that is where the coach comes in. So the coach comes in A, B, C. If you follow these steps and you get to C, come back and review the results of what we have learned so far.
Okay.
So that makes a difference. And now you're right to say that at different points in our lives inspired me to come out of my shell, to come out and say that, by the way, I'm over here. This is what I'm capable of. I go to LinkedIn, I share my story, I start blogging, etc. Want to head NITAU. I have been inspired to reach that greatness, but I need to understand the dynamics. How do I move from where I am to there? Yes, you can read about it. You can, you can Google it, but this person who has actually had so many experiences with the different clients will handhold you, and you go through that process step by step. So I could say a coach is usually a professional person, while a mentor could be just someone inspiring. You look up to them and they inspire you. You can talk to them, they inspire you, and usually free. I'm yet to find a coach who is free, but perhaps they're there. You have to pay for their time because it's like a class. It's like doing your master's. Someone takes you through, you do different exercises, they mark them, and then they advise you. By the way, here we need to improve. Yeah. But they're there. They're wonderful women and men who are coaching. So we need them. I think the other person that would probably need is that I've also forgotten that term, but someone who is going to speak, sponsor.
A sponsor,
someone who's going to speak in rooms where you cannot even reach, in rooms where you have no idea about what they're talking about. This could be strategic planning rooms, this could be board meetings, but the moment they say, we need someone to do this kind of work, the sponsor will say, Kathy it is. I can put my arm for Kathy. She is the person. So in those rooms where we are not, there are people who will speak on our behalf and forward our names, and that is how we progress. And we need these people. So how to get a sponsor in an organization?
That is what I was about to ask.
Yes, look out for people who have sponsored others before, because now it seems like they have that that additional, I should say, passion for progress. They have that additional, it's more like one of those character attributes, kindness, loving, caring, but now this person wants to see people grow. You see someone has moved from point A to B, you can actually ask them, how did you do it? Because that job was probably out of the country, it was on group level. How did we get there? Because many of us are to hear of someone who has been through occasions. How did they get there? And the common factor in all these success stories is they had sponsors.
Oh, wow.
Let's say Vodafone is looking for someone, and your sponsor happens to know the CEO of Vodafone. When you're looking for something, don't even bother starting from scratch. I have the right person. Now that is a sponsor, and we need them. Yeah, we need them. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for differentiating for us that a mentor, a coach, and a sponsor, and how you can get one. So Project Girls for Girls is a mentorship program that empowers women to lead, that empowers women with vision, courage, and skills to take on leadership positions wherever they are. I remember one of the cohorts we led. I talk more about the cohorts in the first video that I do about Girls for Girls and what I benefited. I remember one of the cohorts we led. Of course, some of my friends had come and attended the cohort, and on graduation, as they were giving their speeches, one of them said how Girls for Girls had helped her to be more organized in her home, to negotiate with her kids, to communicate with her husband and her kids and her. You know, like this program is just all around, like it's a holistic program. So I would like you
all round.
Yes, I would like you to share with us some of the benefits. I know you have so many, but like the 3 top benefits that you got as a mentee and now as a mentor.
Oh, thank you, Doreen. Oh, Project Girls for Girls, it's just an amazing space, an amazing village of women. You know, before when we were growing up, you would hear that whenever women are gathered together, they're gossiping. And then we come to this space of wonderful, amazing women who want others to join them in greatness. That's amazing. So number one is to know that there's enough space for all of us. That Doreen, by the way, I can be a CEO, but then there's another role of CEO coming up, and I don't mind pulling Doreen around, pulling her closer. To know that it is better if we are in a team. A team of women moving with one vision and one mission. So there's enough room for all of us at the top. There is enough room. So it doesn't hurt for us to inspire the girls that are coming after us, to tell them that you can do engineering. You know, the days where it was only one household with a child who had graduated from a career are long gone. We need as many girls, as many children in the science fields doing amazing things. And that is why we're pushing STEM. But we are not just pushing STEM, but we are pushing women to know that it is not just competition that will get you places. It is not. It is having that heart of pulling another woman up.
Yes.
As you rise, make others rise with you. Because after all, we're all standing on someone's shoulders. It's because we read something or someone inspired us that we are where we are. Now we are making it known that it is okay to have women in powerful positions. We are not competing against each other. That's number one. Number two, that there is always time to do the important things. Doreen, before I joined Girls for Girls, I never used to have time. I didn't have time, and I don't know what I was doing with that time. Now here I am. I have to lead the global team in strategy. I have the STEM. I have the book club. And really, like you said, it gets you organized. You find that women are doing a multitude of things. Someone tells you they have 7 streams of income, and it is true that they have the 7 streams of income. Now, you with an 8 to 5 job, you have no time. you have no time. Because by the way, we had a lot of time wasters, Doreen.
Yeah.
The complaining alone takes about 30 minutes in the morning when you reach and you're like, oh my God, another day in this place. When am I moving? When am I moving? That's already time lost. That you could have read a book.
Yeah.
So it gives you that mental organization, first of all, to know that, okay, these are my goals. These are my goals. This is what I'm going to do to achieve these goals. And all this comes from listening to the stories, the women that come and speak to us. It's not random that they became, great women, that they became women of influence. It's not random, but they had to get to a point of organization. So this space really teaches you how to be organized. You can do something small every day to improve your life, to improve someone else's life. The third thing is the network. You will not fail to find someone in the banking sector, if you're stuck in the water sector, in the electricity sector. Recently, we had a challenge at home. Power was flickering off for exactly 5 minutes every 8 p.m. Can you imagine? It's something really strange. Every 8 p.m. So we started thinking, we went side eyeing the neighbors, maybe they are tapping, but now we're using their car. What is that tapping? But I think the person gets stuck in jam, and at 8 o'clock, they're tapping our electricity. We had all sorts of theories. Then I remembered, but I come from a nice village of these women. Remember, we had Florence of Umeme.
Yeah.
Then I was like, but Florence works in Umeme. Let me reach out. Then I remembered, by the way, before Florence, actually, they ran a cohort, an Umeme cohort, and Christine was running the cohort. In fact, before I disturb Florence, let me reach out to Christine. Christine is the regional engineer, Kampala. She's the one running all this. She's heading all these engineers and technicians for Kampala. I just
actually started with Christine.
Oh, she's lovely.
She was in
I sent her a text.
Yeah.
Oh, Bambi.
Yeah.
I sent her a text. Can you imagine, Doreen? In the middle of fireside, I sent her a text. I said, Christine, by the way, there's something strange. I don't know what it is. I'm an engineer, so I don't want to say it's a ghost. I don't want to speculate. So it must be something technical. Is there someone who can help us? Within 10 minutes, Anumeme engineer was calling me. Where are you located? I said, Nansana. They immediately came. They said, hey, we know that Paul, because when I mentioned, I know where you're picking from. He came, just checked in the meter, I think there's a loose, there's a wire that was loosening. So maybe in the evening, I don't know, something would, maybe the overload or something, because of so much going on in the evening, something would happen and it would go off. He fixed and said, Kathy, if you get any other, if this happens again, call me back. It doesn't happen in a number of days. So you can imagine that network of women willing to help other women. You have people in HR. Are you stuck with CVs? Are you stuck with jobs? Reach out. Is it a pediatrician case? We have doctors. Is it something in trade? We have those women. So that community where you don't have to look throughout social media to look for contact, we have it in one group, just a WhatsApp away, and you get help. Yeah, so that's amazing. Everyone needs this kind of village.
They do. Thank you so much for everything that you have shared with us, especially about the benefits of being in a mentorship program. I know there are very many more. For me, one of the benefits that especially I got from that program is the power of telling a story. And I think that is why we are here now on YouTube, telling stories, so that the things that we went through, some of the things that did not work out, maybe the benefits that we got, someone can get it immediately without, first failing, without first beating around the bush. They will know that Kathy did it like this. If I do it like this, I will surely succeed. If she walked this journey and got this, she's actually helping my hand to walk this journey with me. I always reach out to our mentees and tell them that, reach out to me. I'm available. I can help you. And I've helped many of them. And I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much for sharing with us about mentorship. As a mentor, as a leader, I'm sure there are like 2 or 3 books that you would want to encourage the listeners and the people who are watching the video to go out for books that have transformed your life, and maybe they can transform someone else's life. Please share with us.
Oh, thank you, Doreen. And yes, you're a wonderful mentor, always making time for us. Even if in the middle of all the things that were happening last year, to prepare for the wedding, you would still show up. It's commendable. Thank you so much. One of the books that really, it was a time of crisis. Why I say crisis? It's because I was at that point of what am I really here for? After being stuck for 10 years in one place, what am I don't think this is my destiny. This is not a portion for a child of God. I think I'm supposed to be elsewhere. So I've done my part here, but where do I go? Now, one of the books that really shaped my thinking and kind of encouraged me was The Circle Maker. I think I've shared it with so many people.
It's my favorite
by
too.
Max. Oh my God!
And I got it from you.
Butterson.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He scripts the power of drawing circles around our dreams so biblically, so spiritually, so personally that you have to change. You change the way you see things. So it's not just about a mechanism where we accomplish great things for God, but it's a mechanism where God accomplishes great things in us.
Yeah.
So now I started to reflect, where do I want to go? But where I am right now, what has really been my learning? Because if you don't appreciate where you are now, you probably move to the next place and you still complain.
Yeah.
So you pick out the lessons from where you are right now as you continue searching, navigating the area, applying for the jobs. You have to look where you are and be grateful and understand that, okay, the lesson here is learned, or probably you're still in the process of learning the lesson. So that when you go there, you can look back and say, yeah, this is the reason I am here. So that book, number one.
Yeah.
Number two is a book that we read in the book club. The very first book we read last year in June. Switch. How to make things, how to change things when change is hard. Really. Last year change was hard. By Chip and Dan Heath.
Yeah.
The whole world was
taken
by surprise. It turned upside down and we're still struggling with it. So how to change things when change is hard. Now, in that one, you understand that, by the way, what looks like a people problem is often a situation problem. You have to change. It's not so much about changing the behavior, but sometimes you have to change the situation. You remember the examples of the people who would drink because the people around them were drinking. But when they moved to an environment where there was no company for drinking, they actually transformed.
Yeah.
And then secondly, what looks like laziness could be exhaustion. I'm telling you, with this work from home, we are juggling a lot of things. You will be shocked that you're exhausted. But you wake up thinking, but maybe I'm becoming lazy. Maybe those days when you used to go to office, I wasn't lazy, but now I'm becoming. It could be exhaustion. And that book puts it out right. Yes. Sometimes we're very hard on ourselves, yet we need to take a break. You want to accomplish 100 things, but you're actually tired. So you need to take a break. And then what looks like resistance, sometimes for the people who lead teams, you put out an idea and it is resisted. It's mostly lack of clarity.
Yeah.
People do not understand what you want to accomplish. You want to change systems within 2 days. People will not show up because they don't understand. They have not understood, so they cannot buy into your idea. So I love that book. I love that book. Everyone needs to read that book because we're all leaders in the different spaces we're in. You lead the home, you lead somewhere you're leading and you face all these challenges. Yes. And then the third book by Dr. Lois Franco. Nice Girls Do Not Get the Corner Office. I recommend all girls to read that book because she puts it out there rightly. She puts out the truth. In fact, you can get annoyed because she's talking about you.
Yeah.
All the sins that we commit in our careers are in there.
Confidence from reading that book. A lot of
Yes.
confidence. Knowing what you want.
Everyone, I recommend.
Yeah.
You need to read that book. Why Nice Girls Do Not Get the Corner Office.
Yeah.
It is powerful.
Very.
Because you see yourself, you send out an email and you have that work 4 hours, debating this and that. You send an attachment and you just say FYI. How many people read FYI? Summarize what you've researched on.
Yeah.
Put it out there, what you've done. And then the details are in the attachment.
Yeah.
We do not attend social gatherings. Okay, maybe now because it's, but even in the online events, how many meetings are happening, but we don't show up. We don't even, for even a second by accident, you don't show your face.
Yeah.
So you will find when a promotion comes, people have forgotten you. In the meeting, you're mute, you don't say anything, and then people have forgotten how you look like because it's coming to 2 years with work from home. So there are those small nuggets. You will say that she's in the US, but I'm telling you the truth, it cuts across regions, it cuts across religions, it cuts across cultures. What she's writing is the truth. Is the truth. So yeah, those 3 books, everyone must read them.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for sharing with us your 3 favorite books, or the books that have transformed your mind. I have personally read the books, and they are truly, truly life transforming. And to know that they're life transforming, as in if a book transforms more than 2 people, okay, like now for us, we are only 2 people, and Circle Maker is my best book. Like it's my favorite book. I can read it over and over again. That means the book was really spirit breathed, if I may say it like that.
Yes. Yes.
I would also like to share another book that has transformed me from the G4G book club, Leapfrog. I call it the business masterclass. And I think a book transforms your life according to which stage of life you're in. And I'm in now business stage. So when we're going through it, when I'm reading it, I'm like, you know what? This is it. This is it. Like, where haven't I seen this before? Yeah, so reading and continuous improvement of self is really, really important. We have 2 minutes left on our recording time, and I didn't want to, take much of your time.
Yeah.
I am going to ask you 3 questions of would you rather. It's a game. It's a game. Yeah, so would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Just briefly, like 1 minute.
Pause to think and reflect. Yes, and then come up with what next. Rewind, no. The lessons I've learned, now we move forward.
Okay. Another one is, would you rather be able to talk with the animals or speak all foreign languages?
Oh my God. I work with teams from all over the world. I wish I could speak their language. Yeah, you can see that I'm not an animal person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the way the world is moving, we need to be able to communicate and communicate clearly. Yeah.
Okay. Another one is, would you rather be without internet for a week or without your phone?
I think a break from the phone is worth it. It's important. A break from the phone. The phone has so much going on. So much right now. Every other day there's an announcement, 2 announcements, 10 announcements. I think a break from the phone is much needed. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kathy. It was nice having you here. I'm sure each and every person has learned so much from this video. Please comment in the comment section below what you have learned. As I said in the previous video, if you'd like to join Project Girls for Girls, please DM me on my Instagram. I share my Instagram handle in my... Sorry about that. Zoom has just cut us off. But thank you so much, Kathy, for accepting to come to my channel and share your journey of mentorship. I'm truly, truly delighted. And I know everyone has learned a thing or two. If you're interested in joining Girls for Girls, I shared a link in my previous video, but I think I'm also going to share it on this video, on this recording, so that you can join. And if you're part of Girls for Girls and you've watched this video, please comment down in the comment section and let us know all the things that you have learned, what you have, the knowledge you have acquired from Girls for Girls, how it has helped you grow in your career, in your marriage, in your life, so that everyone can be empowered about mentorship. Thank you for watching, and as we always say on this channel, progress is progress no matter how small. So keep moving, keep growing, and keep glowing. And again, if you've not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button. It's red, it's written on subscribe. Subscribing is like following me. And click the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And like the videos, share, and keep me engaged in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.